what are the symptoms?
The symptoms are consistent with most patients, but they're quite broad. They consist of feelings of numbness and tingling in the feet, and most people will kind of shrug that off and say, well, that's nothing, until those symptoms become more intensified, and then those feelings of tingling and numbness develop into pain. The pain can become so severe that they cannot tolerate footwear, such as shoes and socks. They can't even sleep with bedding, sheets, and blankets over their feet. Just the contact of that blanket or sheet on their toes keeps them awake all night. And so this becomes very, very serious. It interferes with their sleep. They get to the point where they can't tell what they're stepping on. So people start to become unsafe and insecure with their walking. And with older people, the risk of falling down is a huge problem. Falling down, breaking a hip, getting a blood clot, person dies. If the statistic I read is correct, it's the number 4 killer of senior citizens in our society.
Wow.
So in correcting peripheral neuropathy, not only are we going to make people's lives better by feeling better, but we're going to eliminate a lot of cases where people just can't feel the floor or the ground, or they're not sure, and they're walking, and it becomes an unsafe situation. And so when you correct this problem, you put them in a much safer lifestyle as a nice byproduct.
Yeah, and that's the part that actually kind of surprised me when I first started learning it, because I'd hear about it, like I said, with relatives, and I didn't think much of it. And you don't actually think much of they can't feel their feet very well until you realize, yeah, that causes you to not really know what you're stepping on, and you can fall over more easily, and there's so many other dangers related to this, not just the thing itself. It creates all these other unsafe situations.
I've heard several of my patients say, I went to a wheelchair, not because I couldn't walk, but because I felt unsafe. And that's a major downhill step in a person's aging in their life when they say, I now am reliant on a wheelchair, or a standard wheelchair or a powered chair, either one.
Because at that point, you really are kind of on a spiral then, because then you're not using your muscles.
Exactly.
Now you're sitting more than you were before.
And the neuropathy will get progressively worse more rapidly for the reasons you just mentioned. You set up a degenerative set of circumstances which makes the neuropathy get worse instead of better.
Dr. LABRUM'S 5-step neuropathy treatment program is now available on video. No need for expensive clinics or doctors. You can follow his unique treatment program in the comfort of your own home. Dr. LABRUM carefully explains the how and why of every step, so the entire program is easy to understand and follow. And you can benefit from this economic and effective neuropathy solution derived from decades of clinical experience. Visit myneuropathygone.com to learn more.